There was a man who always found himself lost in his thoughts, constantly overthinking every situation and decision in his life. He would worry about the past, the future, and everything in between, unable to find peace in the present moment. One day, he decided to seek the wisdom of a Zen master to learn how to stop overthinking. The Zen master listened patiently to the man's troubles, and then asked him to follow him to a nearby pond. The master then asked the man to watch the water in the pond and tell him what he saw. The man looked into the water and saw his own reflection staring back at him. The Zen master then asked him to look closer and describe what he saw. The man replied, "I see myself, my face, and my features." The Zen master then took a rock and threw it into the pond, disrupting the reflection. He asked the man to look into the water again and tell him what he saw. The man looked and replied, "I see the ripples caused by the rock." The Zen master then asked the man, "What do you see now?" The man replied, "I see the water returning to its calm state." The Zen master then said, "Your mind is like this pond. When it is calm, you can see your true reflection. But when it is disturbed by the constant waves of overthinking, you cannot see clearly. The key to stopping overthinking is to learn to calm your mind, to let go of the waves and return to a state of peace and clarity." The man realized the truth of the Zen master's words and began to practice meditation and mindfulness, learning to quiet his mind and find peace in the present moment. He learned to let go of his constant overthinking and to live in the moment, enjoying each experience as it came. And from that day on, he found a new sense of joy and contentment in his life. As the man continued to practice meditation and mindfulness, he found that his overthinking began to diminish. He was no longer plagued by constant worry and anxiety, and instead found himself able to live in the present moment with greater ease and joy. He also began to appreciate the simple beauty of life around him. From the sound of birds singing in the morning to the feeling of the sun on his skin, he realized that by letting go of his overthinking, he was able to fully embrace the richness of life and find true happiness. Over time, the man's friends and family noticed a change in him. He was no longer consumed by his worries, and instead radiated a sense of calm and inner peace. They asked him what had changed, and he shared with them the wisdom he had learned from the Zen master. Inspired by his transformation, some of his friends and family also began to practice mindfulness and meditation, and soon they too were experiencing the benefits of living in the present moment and letting go of overthinking. The man realized that the wisdom he had gained from the Zen master was not just for himself, but could be shared with others to help them find peace and happiness in their own lives. And so, he continued to practice and share his newfound wisdom, spreading the message of mindfulness and the power of the present moment to all who would listen. The moral of the story is that overthinking can be a destructive force that prevents us from fully enjoying life. By learning to quiet our minds and live in the present moment, we can find inner peace and true happiness.